Hi, this is Jenny, and I'm on the spot. I realized that I never followed up. Is this crooked? I never followed up with y'all about the half marathon that I ran a few weeks ago. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the Instagram of my toe that got quite... I just wanted to talk a little bit about half marathons. I felt it just a little bit. For me, I find that distance running is almost more of a mental challenge than a physical challenge. By the time my wave started, about 10 minutes before my actual start time, my tummy started growling. So that's how I started. I was feeling really strong the first 5 miles. I was like totally tearing it up. It was like, boom, I got this. There's rock and roll along the way. So how can that be wrong? Mile 8 is when the world started crashing down. I started thinking, if I just walk the rest of the way. I reached at the back of my shirt and I had a pocket with like sport beans, some gummy bears, and I realized I had like a sample Larabar in there. So I popped that thing open and I ate it. Just as I finished that, they were handing out goo at one of the little stations. So I'm going and I'm feeling my toes and my ankle, but I'm like, I got this. I am stronger than this. And it becomes a battle of the mind. There's a point where it hurts and you should stop. And there's a point where it hurts and you're just kind of like, buck up, cowboy. Okay? That's what I said to me. So I bucked up and I continued on, and it was a lovely day. And the end of the route was on the Alaskan Way Viaduct, and I got to see the big wheel there in Seattle. So I'm finishing up. I'm like on the last mile, even the last half mile, and that song, We Are Young, came on. By the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight. And people, I started crying. Like, I'm gonna be carried home tonight. I'm young. I'm gonna set this world on fire. After it was the culmination of the emotion and the physical exhaustion, and then the cool breeze from Puget Sound. And that song ended probably 100 to 300 yards before the finish. And I'm almost ashamed to tell you. The song that I finished my half marathon to was, who is that? Was that Wobble? Wobble baby, wobble baby. You know that song? Yeah. And I just had somebody hand me water and a very heavy metal that immediately when I put it on, I went, oh, I'm not kidding, it's the heaviest metal I've ever met in my whole life. Heavy metal. Get it? I got the metal and I got my water and I walked along, and I had to stop myself because I had a moment. It might have been a minute. It could have been 10. I'm not exactly sure. I kind of wasn't sure where I was at. I wanted to wear my medal. I wanted everybody to know I just did that. But people, that thing was on my neck, and I'm walking down the hills of Seattle, and that medal is pounding me. It's like giving me, what do you call it? Chest compressions. And that is what it was like to do the Seattle Rock and Roll Half Marathon. In those first few hours after the race, I swore to myself, never again. It's kind of like giving birth. You're like, I'm done. I'm out. But it passes, and now I'm like, I'll probably do it again someday. Okay, peace and sparkles and goodwill to all.